Well, hello, welcome again to our reading of the Greek New Testament, and we're reading Luke's Gospel, chapter 13, up to verse 18. Elegen un tina homoia estin he basileia tu theou kai tini homoi oso auten. And therefore he began to say, Tini, to what is the kingdom of God compared, or like, and to what shall I liken it? Homoia estin koko sun apios, hon labon anthropos ebelen es kepon hiautu, kai euxesen kai ageneto es dendron kai tapetena tu uranu, kateskenosen entois kladois autu. It is like to the seed of a mustard. This is from Sunapis, third declension feminine, which a man having taken Ebelen, he cast it into his garden, his kapos, and it increased, and it turned into a tree. And the patena, the flying things, that is the birds of the heaven, kataskenosin, they literally made their tent there, but that's not what it is. It's nested in its branches. Kataskeno is to dwell, and often translated in context of birds, you translate it as made their nests in its cladus, in the cladus in its branches. Kai palin apen tina hoi moi oso ten basilean tu theou. And again he said, what will I compare, or to what will I compare the kingdom of God? Hamoia estin sume hain labusa gune, en ekupsen es eliuru sata triaheos hu et sumoth the holon. It is like to yeast, sume, which a woman having taken, she hides it, mixes it in, she hides it in the, the ace goes with the sata tria, because ace of course takes an accusative, with three measures. Saton is the second declension neuter noun. It's a Semitic word simply meaning a measure, used for measuring out flour, I think, for baking. So it's three measures of fine flour, the aluron. Heos who until, let us apply to here, until the time when, so until et sumothe holon, the whole has been leavened. The next little pericope is also in Matthew. Kai dia porueto katapoles kai komes didaskon kai poreon porumenos es hieros soluma. And he was going around katapolis. Kata is often used in this distributive sense, sort of city by city and village by village, didaskon, teaching, and making his poreia, his way, his journey perhaps into Jerusalem. The poreia, the original meaning was a sense of a crossing over, but here it's just making his way, I think, into Jerusalem. Apen de tisauto, and someone said to him, Kyrie, e oligoi hoi so zomenoi. So someone said to him, Lord, it must be something like, let us apply here, tell us if those being saved are few. Hode apen prosautus, and he said to them, agonidzes the esaelthen diatestenes thuras. Agonizdomai is to engage in a contest, and hence to struggle. An agon was an old name for a sort of contest. So struggle to enter through the narrow door, thura. hoti polloi, because many, I say to you, many will seek to enter in, and they will not have the strength, they will not be able to. Iskuo. It's a future here with our sigma. Afhu an egethe ho oiko despotes kai apoklese ten thuran kai erixesthe exo histanai kai cruane ten thuran legontes. So it's afhu, you just apply chronos again, it's from the time when, so you might say after, the oikodespotes, the master of the house, has might have arisen, might have gotten up, and shut the thuran, the door, and then you might begin, these are all subjunctives with an here, and you might begin to stand outside, kai cruane, from cruo, to knock on or strike the door, saying, Kyrie, Lord, anoixen al hemin, open for us, kai apokrithes ere humin. And having answered, he will say to you, Uk oida humas pothinesti, I do not know you from whence you are. So I don't know where you've come from. Toti access the legain, at that time you will begin to say, Ephagomen enopion su kai epiomen kai entais plateis hemon edidaxas. At that time you will begin to say, we ate before you, in front of you, and we drank. So it's sort of with you, really. It's in your presence, might be better. So we ate and we drank in your presence, and you taught in our platea, in our streets. Kai ere legon humin, and he will, in speaking, he will say to you. We've got ero again, this future from Lego. Speaking, he will say to you, I do not know you, pothenestin, from whence you are. Apostatity, depart, literally stand away from, and then apo, depart from emu, me, pantes ergatai adakias, all doers of wickedness. Eke estai hoklasmos kai habrugmos ton adonton, for there will be the weeping and the gnashing of teeth. Hotan, whenever you might see, obsess there, this is from Harao, the root is opsomai, and we're getting a sort of subjunctive here from the future root. So whenever you see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, Kaipantas tus prophetas in te basileia tu theou, and all the prophets in the kingdom of God, humas de ek balomenus exo, but you, having been thrown out. So when you see all this, there'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and kai hexus in apo anatalon, kai dusmon, kai apopora, kai notu, kai anaklithe sontai in te basileia tu theou. And they will come from the, now this is from Anatello, the rise. So these are all to do with the sun. So the rising of the sun and the setting of the sun. So from the east and the west. And Bora, well, the Boreas is the north wind. So this is from the north, kai notu, and from the south. Kai anaklithesontai, and they will recline in the kingdom of God. Kai idu esin eskatoi hoi esontai protoi, kai esin protoi hoi esontai eskatoi. And behold, the last, those who will be first, the last of those who will be first, and I think it's there are, and behold, there are ones who are last, who will be first, and there are those who are first who will be last. And the final section of this chapter, this is in Matthew, the lament over Jerusalem. En aute te hora proselthen tines Pharisaioi legontes auto. And in that hour certain Pharisees came to him, saying, Exelthi kai parou entheothen, hoti Herodes stele se apoktenai. Depart and go from here, or go thence, go there, because Herod wishes to kill you. Kai epen autois, and he said to them, Poruthentes epeti to allopeki taute. Idu ekbalo daimonia kai iases apotelo semeron kai aurion kai te trite teleumai. This is meant, I think, to be quite both prophetic and symbolic here. So go speak to that fox. This is from Alopax, fox. Behold, I am casting out demons. Apotelo is a funny word here. It must mean something like to perform, to bring to completion. So hence just to perform healings. The verb is iamai, I heal, and this is from iasis, third declension, feminine noun, healings. Semeron today, kai avrion tomorrow, and on the third day, teleumai. Another interesting verb here, something like I reach my goal. This again is meant, I think, to be symbolic of the death and resurrection. Plain de me semeron kai arion kai te ekominon poroesthai. Hoti uk in decatai prophetain apolesthai exo hieros sulem. But it is necessary for me today and tomorrow and on the following day, poroesthai, literally just to go, but perhaps in the sense of to travel around. Hoti uk in decatai. Funny, again, usage here. It's literally to be acceptable. It's almost, it's not possible. So because it is not possible for a prophet, apolesthai, to perish outside of Jerusalem. Hierosolem, Hierusalem, he apoktenus situs prophetas kai lithobalusa tus apostelmenus, pros autein. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the one who kills the prophets and throws stones, that is, stones to death, those being sent to it. Posakis e thelesa episonaxai ta tekna su, hon tropon ornis ten hiatus nasian, hupatas pterugas kai uk e thelesity. Posakis, how many times, how often, how many times I wished, episun axai, from episun ago, to gather together, ta teknasu, your children. Now we get this typical hon tropon, where we get the relative pronoun before the antecedent, so it's something like in the manner in which, ornis, a bird, more classical word for bird, not patena, we had before, patenos, petenon I should say. Ornis is a more classical word for a bird. So in the manner of which a bird understand, there's no verb for this bit, gathers together, understood, its own nosian. A nosia here is a nest or brood, under its wings, literally under the wings, from pterux, and were not willing. Idu aphiatai humin hoikos humon. Behold, your house for you, aphiatai, is gone. One of the meanings of hiami. Lego de humin, but I say to you, ume ideti me heos, and then in square brackets, hexe hoti, apati eulogemenos ho ecomenos en onomati kuriou. So I say to you, in no way will you see me, now forgetting the square brackets, until you might say, blessed is the one coming in the name of the Lord. And with the square brackets, it means something like, in no way will you see me until he will come when, or perhaps understand the day will come when, and hence it's why it's in square brackets, it's very awkward. You might say, blessed is the one coming in the name of the Lord, which of course is a quotation here from Psalm 118. And that's the end of chapter 13.